record. This is our main motive. Okay. Ending subject is deep learning. Before subject is modeling. Before is visualization. So before that, statistics, mathematics. Before that, statistics and mathematics. So now, creating week 1 daily basis, you are creating one Excel sheet. Excel for 108 batch. So whatever you are discussing, I'm going to use an Excel sheet. Okay. So here, as a scientist, you have to think, remember two things. One is knowing about yesterday. Another one is knowing about tomorrow. Yesterday is called EDA. Explorer Data Analysis. Tomorrow is modeling. These modelings are three types: functional, classification, forecasting. Technical wise, data science or machine learning, AI or BA, business analytics. Data scientist or machine learning, artificial intelligence or business analyst is talking about always tomorrow. If you want to do what, if you want to find out what happens tomorrow, you should know what happened in yesterday. For knowing about yesterday, EDA analysis with statistics you can fulfill. With the probabilities you can fulfill. The statistics leads to inferential. The probability leads to expected. With the help of inferential, with the help of expected, you can trace out what happens tomorrow. So probabilities we are discussing next level. Then the statistics dividing into descriptive, inferential. Descriptive inferential is clearly one is yesterday, another one is tomorrow. Inferential statistics talks about tomorrow. Descriptive statistics talks about yesterday. So this descriptive has central tendency, dispersions, 5 number summary, distribution, cross tabulation. If you combined all together, it's becoming EDA. Then you're eligible for applying business analytics. It takes minimum 20-25 days to fulfill all this one. The central tendency contains mean, median, mode, weighted mean, trimmed mean, geo mean, H mean, upper mean, lower mean. This is the central tendency contents. If you come into the dispersions, standard deviation, coefficient of variance, variation, range, minimum, maximum, skewness, kurtosis, standard error, etc. coming under dispersions. I'm making it red color. Okay. See, simply you can say the statistics, mean, more statistics, and this is also statistics. But where to apply? When to apply? That we should know. Many people are using these two. Yes, I know the mean deviation. It's enough. Go for the next level. These two techniques until ending of the subject deep learning, the two techniques are applicable. Mean and deviation. The deviation is red color. The central tendency is a green color. Green color is always answer. Red color is always decision making. Answer can be anything, but decision should be effective. It's a Tom and Jerry type. Dispersion and central tendency. So now come to the tools. All the techniques are available in the tools. Go for any tool, either Python tool or SAS tool or SPSS tool or open source tool, Excel, or Python, any tool, the same techniques are available. With the help of these techniques, you can create wonders. Okay. So where to apply the mean, where to apply the median, where to apply mode, we should know very clearly. For doing future engineering techniques, this is the most important. This is the most important. Example, top 6 techniques for the future engineering. The future engineering is a latest terminology. Okay, the latest terminology we can use, but the technique is inside is old techniques only. Absolutely, it's old techniques. Example, data imputation. This is a 5%, 10% around. What is this? With the help of statistical sense, we can do data imputation up to 5 to 10%. But what techniques you are using? Ultimately, mean deviation. Mean deviation. So, handling outliers also coming under box plot. It is also detecting with the help of the mean and deviation. The KNN, again mean, maximum, minimum, the future scaling, which is called KNN technique. See, everywhere mean and deviation only playing a key role. So what is the mean and what is the deviation? You should understand. Now I'm taking a small example. Try to understand that example. So credit card customers are there. This is the credit card number. Ten customers random credit card numbers I'm taking. There is a default amount. Default amount. One customer has to pay 5,400 due. One customer has to pay 5,230. One customer 65,700, 5,400, 2,600, 4,990, 5,070, 5,400, 5,100. This is the customer default amount. Now your client is asking, tell me what is the average default amount? Average means average or mean. It is coming under central tendency, which is the green colors. Now in Excel, I'm calculating, in Excel sheet only I'm calculating mean. Average 10,000, 12,000. Median, mode, geo mean, harmonic mean. Median, this one. Mode, this much. Geo mean, this much. Harmonic mean, this one. This is all central tendency techniques. Tell me which is the right calculation. If you feel it's a large data, 1 lakh data, 1 lakh data around, it's more than 2 lakhs data, which techniques you are considering to take a decision making? Anybody can say?
Mean.
Anybody can give the clue? Which
Mean.
technique mean? Who is the person name, please?
Somesh.
Somesh. You are taking a mean. Mean is right calculation. Okay. Any customer is close to 12,000 here. So you're thinking manager, if you're giving report to the manager, every person has to pay 12,000 is overdue. Any customer is close to 12,000 here, then analytically you're the wrong person. Tell me, any customer is close to 12,000? No, no. Mean means you can make it simple. Yes, I know the mean. But here, mean is a wrong technique. When can you apply the mean? When can you apply the mean? When can you apply the median? When can you apply the mode? When can you geo mean? When can you harmonic mean? You should know. So before giving the mean explanation, apply the dispersion. Dispersion, which is red colors. The dispersion is standard deviation. Calculate the standard deviation. The standard deviation is 20,000. First point, if central tendency exceeded by the standard deviation, the data goes wrong. That is wrong data. You should not give explanation about the data. It's absolutely wrong data. If it is wrong data, how can you do the operation? If it's the wrong patient, how can you do the surgery? If it is the wrong product, how can you sell it? If it is wrong transactions, how can you take a decision making? You can't. So of course, 10 values, you can see this is the highest values. If it's a 10 lakhs values, how can you determine? If it's 1 lakh values, how can you determine? Practically, any customer is close to 12,000? No. The moreover, the green color is a decision making. The green color is answer, just answer. 12,000 or 5,000 or 8,000. That answer is a genuine answer or a wrong answer or right answer. You should apply the dispersions. Dispersions will decide whether it is a wrong answer or right answer. Dispersion will decide. What is the dispersion? Standard deviation. Then conclude the CV. Covariation. Covariation technique. So now the covariation is standard deviation by mean. 166% the data is wrong. Then come to DQ, data quality har mean by harmonic mean by average. What is the harmonic mean? 6020 by average. I will explain what is a harmonic mean. The data quality 50%, the data risk is 160%. This is talking about risk of the data. It is talking about quality of data. After all statistics we are discussing. Okay. So in this, the blue colors are green colors, black colors, red colors are saying 160% error is there, risk is there, 50% only quality. 50% only quality. Why? Because the central tendency is not appropriate. Central tendency is not appropriate. Central tendency with the combination of all is called central tendency. All mean, mode, median, harmonic mean, geometric mean is called central tendency. If all the values are similar, then your data is good. If no, all the values are not similar, data is not good, don't proceed it. Do the cleaning, then do the analysis. Okay? Do the cleaning, do the analysis. That is called data imputation. That is called future engineering techniques. So if I started future engineering techniques directly like data imputations and data categorical manipulations and other things, the words may be new, but you can't understanding it takes a lot of time. When I'm using statistics, keywords, the keywords may be old, maybe you're not focusing. You have to focus on it. Whatever I'm doing, it's a future engineering calculations I'm doing. Okay, so now there is a Z score for finding the outlier. There is a Z score for finding the outlier. Z score. The formula of the Z score, mean and deviation. This is the formula of the Z score. X value minus mean by standard deviation, which is 1 sigma, 2 sigma, 3 sigma. 1 sigma, 2 sigma, 3 sigma. 1 sigma means 90%. 2 sigma means 95%. 3 sigma means 99%. What is this 90%, 95%? What is the 1 sigma? By default, data engineering, 2 sigma is always preferable, which means Z score must be 2. If it's exceeded plus or minus 2, it's an outlier. If it's exceeded plus or minus 2, it's an outlier. Then create a Z-score. What is the Z-score formula? X is this value minus mean 12. Use a dollar symbol divided by standard deviation. Use the dollar symbol. This is the Z-score. Now drag these values wherever plus or minus 2 is there, that is a Z-score. This is outlier. Now we are tracing outlier followed by Z-score. The Z-score is calculating by mean and deviation. The mean is calculating by central tendency and dispersions. This is one of the powerful future engineering technique. So yesterday data we are doing. The old data you're analyzing, you're finding outliers. After removing outliers or after identifying the outliers, you can explore the result to the management team. Now the 12,000, 4,000, 4,000, 5,000, 5,000, 7,000, 6,000 may be good, may be bad. But here, whenever the dispersion is overcrossing, whenever the risk is high, whenever the quality is low, then you decide the green color is not good data. You need to do the engineering techniques. You need to apply some of the statistical mathematical techniques you should apply for data cleaning. Then I applied. What is the cleaning technique? Z-score. It is one future engineering techniques. It is called standardization technique. When I applied standardization technique, I got a 2.6. Whenever I got a 2.6, that value is outlier. That value is outlier. So when I call to the client is saying, sir, it's not a 65,700. It is a 6,570 decimal we missed. Okay, just a decimal we missed. Whenever the decimal is missed, if you make a decimal, now no data is exceeded your Z-score. Now all the values are similar. Now the deviation is not exceeded central tendency, not exceeded the central tendency, then the risk is 10, the quality is 99%. That is the power of the statistics and the impact of the mean and standard deviation. Any questions here, please? Please, guys.
No, sir, got it.
You got it?
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm taking one large business data. Case studies. One bank data I'm taking. See, this is all the values. Okay. Now, this data I converted into SPSS. This data I converted into SPSS. The first day, as I told, practical implementation. SPSS, you check it. Naukri. SPSS, when I'm searching, how many jobs are available, dear participants, for SPSS? Dheeraj, Somesh,
Yes, sir.
12,000 jobs. Now you are using mobile app system. You search parallelly how many institutes are offering SPSS. When I'm searching SPSS, what is the title here? Come on.
Data scientist.
So now this is the data scientist tool. IBM. IBM is asking business analytics. Now so many companies are asking SPSS. Software engineer, they're asking SPSS. Okay, now. So you should have good hands-on experience analytical tools like a SAS Enterprise Guide, IBM SPSS, R. Can you believe SPSS is one of the demanded tool? Right? 12,000 jobs are there, but no competitors. No institute is offering SPSS. So that's why proudly I'm saying, whatever the techniques I'm using, it's updated techniques for you. It's a very updated techniques. So when I'm going for IIM Bangalore syllabus, which is the latest one now, the running batch, maybe the batch started recently. Sorry, next month 26, they are starting a course. Next month 26, they are starting a course. The title is Business Analytics. Already many people knows inside of the content. You know what the tools they are using? Demonstrating hands-on experience of software such as Excel, Python, SPSS, or Rattle. The course cost worth is 8 lakhs. They're not using regular tools like direct to Python or direct to Excel. They're going to use SPSS. Clearly, they specified SPSS tool. So how the SPSS, what is the SPSS? I will show to you. Click here. SPSS. This is the SPSS software. My dear participants, everybody is triggering on Python, focusing on Python. Yes, of course, it's a free tool. If everything Python is doing, what other tools are doing? They have to close their companies. Then why Naukri.com is asking this many jobs? Logically, day by day, you can understand. So this is the SPSS tool. Now, open data desktop, data science, case studies, machine learning. Those are all your case studies. And bank data I'm opening. This is my bank data. Srikanth Garu, please come to the analysis regression. Regression is a machine learning technique.
Yes.
Binary regression also machine learning technique.
Yes, and
Classification, K means cluster, decision tree, KNN is all the machine learning techniques.
yes,
Factor analysis, come to principal component. It is also machine learning and supervised technique. Yes, come on.
yes, and yes.
So then come to forecasting, time series. It's also machine learning.
Yes,
Come to neural network. It is also machine learning and deep learning.
yes, sir.
Come to ANOVA. It's all available. Come to EDA, exploitative data analysis.
Yes,
All the content is available here.
yes, sir.
Data science content, it is available. Yes, it's available. One is writing a programming, Another one is without programming. Now this is the data. This is the data. Whatever I did in Excel sheet, outliers I found. Now I'm doing outliers for the large data in the first day class. Analyze, descriptive, EDA. Remember, it's EDA.
Yes, sir.
Descriptive, take all the variables, whatever the variables you have. Variables save as standardized values. Standardized Z is underlined, which is called Z scores. Now, mean, standard deviation, minimum is given. The original raw data added all Z scores. This is all Z scores for each and every variable for the large business data. This is all the Z score. This is the Z scores. The original data is here. Original data is here. The Z score data is here. This is original data. This is Z score data. The Z score data, see how the values? Tell me what is the formula behind of each variable? X minus X bar by standard deviation. Am I right, sir? Please remember, X minus X bar by standard deviation. You will get this value. This variable X minus average divided by standard deviation. You will get the values like this. You will get the values like this. Now, this is outlier. This is outlier. Is it possible to identify all the outliers with the hand manually? This is outlier. This is outlier. See, after 2-3 months, how the data scientist is doing, within first day, I'm going to show these techniques. This is outliers. This is outliers. Now what I'm doing, insert, home, condition, highlights, between 2 minus 2, plus or minus 2. Copy this, select like this. You will get highlighting all the outliers. The first day in Excel, in SPSS, both we implemented. All the red colors are outliers. Srikanth Garu, you are the Somesh or Pranit or anyone. Are you understanding or not these points?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
can you please repeat this step,
Yes, sir.
detecting outline?
Is it clear to understand?
So, but can you please repeat this part? I mean, how to identify the outlines?
How to identify the outliers?
Yeah, I mean this the on the Excel what you did right now.
So tool practice you're asking.
Yeah.
Control Z. See, these values are converted into standardized values. Am I right?
Yes.
This is the standardized values.
Yeah.
This is the inspiration. The original value, I converted. Got it?
Yeah. Yes. Sir.
Why I converted? For finding outliers.
Yes.
Here is outliers is not. If outliers are available, what happens? Your deviation is high. Your risk is high. Your quality is less. This data means you can identify If it's large data, how can you do? If it's a big data, how can you do?
Using Excel.
Excel or SPSS? Anyone?
Spaces.
Anyone?
SPSS.
Even Python also. Even Python also. Okay. You should know what is the Z score. The tool can be anything. In Python also the same calculation. Is there any changes?
No, sir.
No. So what you have to do it in Python? Come on. One day, one class, half an hour class, we focused on 3 tools: Excel, SPSS, and Python. Srikanth Garu,
Yes, sir.
we are importing pandas, we are importing numpys, we are using StatPack, stat.z. Stat.z. Directly it is giving function, it is giving values. But what is inside, how can you understand?
Yeah.
How could you understand what is inside the techniques?
Yes, sir.
So, focusing on these 3, okay, import numpys, import pandas, import stats. But the stats has Z score. The Z score is using feature engineering. If the Z score value exceeded plus or minus 1.96, it is an outlier. So that's why I did these techniques. Yes, I did it. I improved it.
Yes, sir.
I identified. I should apply for the large data. No? Then I came to original business data. I converted Z score. When I converted Z score, I copied into Excel sheet. Excel. In Excel sheet, identify how many outliers are there. That is your question, right, guy?
Mhm.
Possible to row to row manually? Is it possible? How much time it is taking? Too much time. So then what I did, condition, highlight between plus or minus minus 2, plus or minus 2. Now I got a outlier, different values, different colors it is showing. Outlier. Got it? So now select this format painter. Select all at a time.
Yes, sir.
Whatever I did exercise for doing it in Python, it takes minimum 4 hours, 5 hours, or 6 hours time.
Yes, sir. Actually, it takes.
You know very well. But
Yes, sir.
you are doing this technique. After attending so many classes, maybe they can teach like this, they cannot be teach like this.
Okay.
Okay.
Sir, so in that case, instead of Python, SPSS is more easy, right, sir?
Yeah, that's why I'm teaching SPSS. Less competitors, more jobs.
Okay.
Are you understanding the concept? Why I'm using this one? You can ask me, Sir Venkat, you can go for Python. So then how I'm updated person? I am also regular trainer now. Then why should I charge this much amount from you? The innovative flavor
Yes,
is
sir.
I should do the innovative flavor for all the participants.
Yeah. So in this SPSS, learning also is easy and opportunities also. I mean,
Easy.
competition is
Learning is
also.
nothing. Experience, you know, that's enough. But participants has to be updated. Student has to be updated. Don't start with the olden days. 2019 is a Python. Now the things has been changed. Tell me, I will give answer for anyone. Teras, if you want to raise a question. Prashant, Pranit, Somesh, any queries are there? I will give you solid answer for them. See, still I'm saying, IIM is using SPSS, Excel, or Ratel Python. If you're asking what is IIM, I don't want to give the value for IIM means, chalo, write this quote. It's a top university in India, na? Srikanth?
Yes, sir.
For getting admission, who will get admission? High quality people will get admission. What is their charges?
So for that also entrance test and everything is there, no, sir,
Yeah,
even if they are.
every entrance is there. 10 lakhs minimum fee for that. 10 lakh minimum fee for that course.
Yeah, even if I feel that I have money also, I can't join.
You can't join. You are joining with me. You are joining with me, I'm sure. Maybe one class you can't believe. After 5, 6 class you can understand now.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So 20 after 20 days, how outside people are doing within first day I did this one. If you're not understanding, tell me. I will modify myself. So definitely it's understandable. It's easy, but institute people are making it's a big complication, Srikanth. Em ledha akkada. They're creating it's a big wonder. Okay. So how they're doing this job? They're opening Python, they're opening Punty, Numpys, they're creating this one and blah, 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 writing coding and data arrays they're converting and they're using formula and finally it's getting like this. What is the use of this one? Okay, take a multiple arrays and take the Z scores. You can find out the outliers, you can find out the standardized values. Then what is the use? You take a 3 arrays, again you can find out the same.
Yeah.
Dear Somesh, dear Dheeraj, dear Praneeth, they're taken A, B, C, 5 values, maybe 10 values you can take, 20 values you can take, 100 values you can take, then 1000 values I did taken. Formula has been changed? No. When I search Z score, in Excel Z score, in SPSS Z score, in R Z score, all are there. Click it in SPSS, you can see how the Z score is there. Got it, Srikanth? SPSS.
Yes, sir.
See the step. Okay. And convert this and find out this. That is the story of future engineering technique. Okay. All are calculating from after mean and deviation only, which you know already. From 8th class onwards, we are following the mean and deviation. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Small data I did for understanding. Then I showed. I did validation also here, how the values are impacting. Suppose if it is a 6,700, you see, all the values are customized, no outliers. 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. All are 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. This value is also nearest to 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Then whatever the result you are giving, it's a matching for historical data. It's matching for historical data. So then historical data, why you are analyzing? Because of this. Okay, now. So the same large data, I will show how to do it in Python later on. I don't want to try it now. If I did everything is together, it's confusing. So the first 20-25 days, Excel and SPSS. Later on 20-25 days, R and Python. Later on, SAS tools. Like we are improving the tools.
Sir, even R also will be like SPSS only, or it is similar to Python?
It's similar. It's the medium of the Python. It can't be Python. It can't be SPSS.
Okay.
It's the middle one. Okay. So thank you guys. Thank you very much. Hope you're understanding. I started with the statistics, but I ended with future engineering technique. The future engineering techniques I listed out here for finding the future engineering techniques for data cleaning and data quality, data mapping. So Z score is done. Again PCA, again KNN, again cluster. So many things are there. If you Google it, maybe 4 or 5. But here, many things are there. Got it? If I started direct to future engineering, standardization means it's confusing. Then what I started? EDA. EDA has descriptive. Descriptive has 4 parts. Central tendency, dispersions. 5 numbers I never started. Central tendency contains this. Dispersions contain this. The red color is decision making. Green color is a answer. If you combine both together, it's a data quality, data engineering techniques. Now I'm saving this. I will upload this. You can read this after downloading the sessions. Please read it. Do the practice every day. If you're not doing practice, it's a waste course. Whatever I did first day class, you do the same thing. Okay now? So now I will give you one small case study. Find out outliers for my business data. Okay, you do whatever the tool you want. Find out outliers for this data. Right, Srikanth Garu?
Okay, sir.
In Excel only. Don't use big tools. If you know, you can apply, no issue. Find out outliers for each and every variable, however I did. Okay, so thank you. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow. Thank you very much. Thank you.